bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The 2016 hurricane season is officially in the history books. This year, there were 15 named storms, 7 hurricanes, 3 major hurricanes. Hurricane Matthew was among those major storms. It was a hurricane that left massive devastation on Grand Bahama, New Providence, and North Andros. Chief meteorologist on Grand Bahama, Kirk James, says while we may be out of the official season, it does not mean we are out of the clear.
People twice our age, I would say, which said that this is the most devastating system they've ever experienced in their lifetime. So I'm going to go with the personal experience, what people experience. I believe it myself. Yeah, the people in the West, I was devastated again before, but perhaps this time was extremely different in that, like I say, it was a very strong and powerful hurricane. It was predicted to have 10 to 15 inches of rain, predicted to produce 10 to 15 inches of sea surge, storm surge. Of course, areas had storm surge, the canal overflowed, the banks in areas, and the airport was in flood this time, so very little of the North Shore because of the angle of approach.
James says Hurricane Matthew was an historic storm and one that residents on Grand Bahama should never forget.
That name is going to be retired for sure because of the damage it caused. You know, once it caused loss of life and damage significant, the names are retired. So Matthew will certainly be retired, as has been Francis and Jean. They're all retired. But in our memories as a community, we'll not forget Matthew any time soon. Matthew brought Grand Bahama to a standstill, for a complete standstill, with practically everything lost. Water, light, practically everything.
And now to this inspirational story. She is a member of the visually impaired community and is determined to make a difference. Italia Hall tells us that she's using her talent to enrich the lives of others with similar challenges.
This is dot 1, this is dot 2, this is dot 3, and this is the space bar.
Linnell Lang has been partially blind from a young age, and now as an adult she's decided to give back to students exactly what she had to learn at their age. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Lang volunteers at the Beacon School to help 2 students learn Braille, LeBron, who is legally blind, and Edmund, who is visually impaired. Braille is a form of written language for persons who are visually impaired. Characters are represented by patterns of raised dots that are felt with the fingertips. Lang says she felt it was her duty to volunteer her time so that they will be able to help themselves.
I'm here to help them because I believe that although you might have a disability, that doesn't stop you from learning, right? And the lady who taught me was Genevieve Evans. That's how I got introduced to Braille, because I had an accident. I bonded my sight and I got partially blind at the age of 12. And I met Miss Evans when I was 15.
She says she has developed a good relationship with the students.
I've been here, I got attached to them because, like I said, that, you know, being partially blind is hard. So, like, I want to let them know what it is to learn these, the Braille.
Homeroom teacher Nicoya Lang says this is her first year teaching at the Beacon School, and working with Linnell is a new experience for her.
Every day I learn something new. We're a team. Like I told them, we came here, I'm here to teach you, but I also want to learn from you. How you learn, and the Braille is definitely an experience for me, a new thing for me. I'm learning, and so it's an open learning experience for both me and the students.
Lang says most of their instructional time is done when Linnell is there.
The 2 students that we have, they are very advanced. Therefore, they are able to communicate with me, give me their answers through the Braille machine. And although I'm able to do it, having Ms. Lang here who can quickly read and correct them on the go, it's really a blessing.
It's Talia Hall, ZNS Network News.
And now it is time to ask the doctor.
Hi and welcome. KMB from Freeport recently asked me a very important question regarding taking birth control for a long time and if it can affect her getting pregnant in the future. So today I will conclude my discussion on birth control. An effective contraceptive method for women, besides abstaining from sex or the pill, is the intrauterine device, or IUD for short. The IUD is a small device that is placed in the uterus to prevent pregnancy. The two main types are the copper IUDs and the hormonal IUDs. It is inserted by a gynecologist and is effective for 3 to 10 years. Most women tolerate them well, but some may experience headaches, acne, weight gain, and other side effects. If you have recently had a baby or have a history of cervical or endometrial cancer, your doctor may recommend waiting for inserting an IUD. See your healthcare provider should you have any additional questions on ways to prevent pregnancy, or drop them in my question box at the hospital or at your nearest Grand Bahama Community Clinic. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us. Ricardo Live One has a check on sports when we return.